Alright, so now we're going to want to give some visual indication that the individual has gone offline, lost his internet connection or whatever. So we're going to start with Habul is offline, and then up here we're going to put in an @if is offline. We'll use some Bootstrap. Div class equals what is it? Alert. Danger.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. No, Will Robinson. Danger.
You are not connected to the internet. Keep it simple for now. I'm going to give that an ID so that I can position this fixed. What is this? Offline notice. Offline notice. Come over to Boots or to our CSS. Position fixed. We'll use that fancy inset thing there. That's 0, top right. Bottom is going to be auto, and then 0. I think that's all we need on that. And we've got that. So now we have to come down to our online status has changed, and is offline will be equal to not online. And then I don't know if I need to do a status change on here, but I'm going to try something here real quick because let's see, is offline. I wonder if I do a task. Remember, I can't do on here. Let's do an async task up here. Async task. And Blazor WASM anyway, it doesn't respect await task delay. I wonder if I go state has changed, await task delay. I don't think it will, but delay, we'll give it 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna end up putting a notification service, you know, like Toaster, whatever that library is called by, what's the guy's name, Bob. You see him on NDC conferences. Anyway, I'm going to put together a notification service because there are times when you use a notification service for something that's internal on your device, but most of the time, you know, I mean, at least in my experience, the vast majority of time, it's you're making a call to a database, you're hitting the server, you're hitting an API, something to do, you know, outside the person's device, you know, maybe if there was a file save or something like that, but that doesn't happen in a web browser. So I'm going to put a notification service to be included in this form components library. Anyway, we'll say is offline equals false, and I'm almost certain this isn't going to work, but we'll do state has changed again. In fact, let's do it right here too, just for the feces and giggles. Up. I was offline from last time. Strap forms. No throttling. That came up. Will it disappear? Oh. State has changed. We'll make that. Call a status change. Now let's just get rid of this status changed. Let's get rid of this one. Let's get rid of this one. And just reload that page here. Control S. And we'll do a restart application just to be sure. You're gonna find that. JS55. Go offline. Yeah, see, it doesn't respect. That's interesting. It doesn't respect it unless you call status change. Let's do this. ZZZ. Let's get rid of this one. See what happens there. And while I'm at it, why not go to line 55? Get rid of that console log. Okay, Control Shift S. Let's restart this. Oh, corrupted. No. I have to take my code to court. It's been corrupted. Bring up. Keep forgetting to put myself back online. Alright, so now we come over here. Everything's kosher dill. It comes up, it stays up, and it disappears. Alright, so that's good to know. Let me put myself back online. Just as a quick aside here, I went back to, what was it, the loading spinner thing. And remember how I had the code, if you've been watching this series, how I had the code. No, I had it in BF form. I had a property on here with, you know, show loading spinner on form submit, and I had a private method down here that would show the spinner and then call the class library users on valid submit, and then once that was done, it would then hide the spinner, and on their BF form or on their page, which, you know, they're using my class library, I had I didn't have this. You know, if you look back at the video, I'll try to put a link in the description to the video at the timestamp that I was having this problem. But bottom line, it wasn't respecting this task delay, so I rejiggered the code this way. And what I did was I rejiggered the code back the way it was, and it would still not respect this task delay. So I don't know if it's got something to do with components. If you know, let me know in the comments, please. I know I should read the docs and read the source code, but I usually find it faster to just type stuff. Alright, aside done. Should I have a notification service that they're back online? Maybe, huh? One of the other things I do want to do is I want to disable, the save button for sure. I don't know about the reset button. I think the reset button should be disabled too. Don't forget, this is supplied by the user. I could give them an option, but I don't want to make this complicated. The cancel button shouldn't be, because if the class library user is supplying a cancel button, then anyway, let's just do code here instead of talking. So let's kill it, and then on this we will go, that's the input button up here, right? Disabled equals that is offline. We'll have to think about it, but we'll slap it on the reset button too, because that might involve a database call too, who knows, you know. That is offline. Verify that that works. Yeah, maybe I will give them an indicator that they went back online. I'm doing this video in parts here, and I can't remember if I said this already, but I had a tenant that had a really spotty internet connection. He wanted to pay weekly, which was a pain in the neck for me, so I just set up a form for him. But he'd go to use it, and then he'd go offline, you know, and so I set up a little indicator so he could fill out the form, and then once it went online, it was just a little form. It just had the rent he was paying for the week, you know, and you could just wait for that green dot to come on and hit the button. And there's been a couple other times too where I've developed code and it's important to know whether or not you're online. Anyway, so we're gonna give this alert class, I guess we'll call it. String alert class. We'll go to is offline, and that, and it's alert danger.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. No, Will Robinson. Danger.
Alert. Woohoo. Alert class. And we'll call this X. We'll call this at alert. Alert message. Yeah, string alert message equals is offline. I don't know, I'll have to revisit this. Again, I'm going to be using the notification service, but for now, you know, if I never get around to it, it's a little hokey, but it works, right? So this I'll want to call this no matter what, right? So let's just get rid of this. For now, at least, we might want to revisit this code. Alright, let's hit it. Bring up the dev tools. I am online. Oh no, I'm going in a tunnel, I came out of the tunnel, woohoo! Nothing shows up. Yeah, that's because I need to have, of course, I'm an idiot. Could be another badly edited video, folks. Notify. Online notification showing. Online status showing. Copy. Showing. So we'll say online status showing equals true, and online status showing equals false. Let's see what happens there. Another tunnel. This one was a short one. Alright, so that looks like it's working. It's a little hokey. Like I said, I'll probably use a notification service. I'm definitely going to use a notification service for this. Oh, we forgot to look and see if the buttons are disabled. We have tools, network, offline. Alright, the buttons do get disabled. You can still click the cancel button. I don't have that thing wired up to doing something? I guess not. I probably have a console log or something. Yeah, it's going to invalid. Alright, so that's that. Just real quick here, I did a little code refactoring, renaming. I renamed that from whatever I had at object ref or whatever I got off the Microsoft Docs to this, so it's a little clearer. And same thing over here, I renamed it so that I have some idea. I renamed these methods too. And of course, I gave them the option to use it. I defaulted to true, and then down here, I only instantiate stuff if it's yada yada, and then again, this is already set up for that. But again, it'll only happen, which that won't even get called if it's not instantiated. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. Yada yada. See you in the next one. I'm going to get back to doing the input controls, or input, whatever they call them, input elements. I said I was working on this one, and I ran into an issue, which I'll address in my next video. Until then, folks,